What's going on, guys? We're back in this room again. We're in the room, not just any room, we're in the room. Back with another one of these weapon builds. I'm going to sneeze. It's not going to come out. It's not going to come out. Oh, fuck's sake. Yes, I was sat there for like 10 seconds with that face that you make when you're going to sneeze. You know, your mouth's wide open and your eyes are closed and you just... It's one of them. But anyways, today's video is on the Strun Wraith. I really enjoy this weapon. For what this weapon can put out, it's so cheap. I think this is one of those 100% status weapons. So we're here, 150 heavy gunners. Let's see here. Now this weapon has some issues. It's not perfect, but 8 shots to finish one of these off. But yeah, I really enjoyed this weapon. Provided you can actually hit your shots, that'd be great, wouldn't it? But you can see it's really not bad at all, and I don't even know if this is a perfect build. I think this has the problem where, because it's so high in status, it procs overstrips the armor. So if you have this built for corrosive like I do, corrosive obviously does a lot more damage to armored enemies. When they don't have armor, it's just damaging them. But you know, it's not awful. I just think other shotguns do this better. You know. Corinth would, you know, it took whatever it took in that video. I think it took 1 shot to absolutely melt these. Tigris, again, Tigris is the best shotgun in the game, in my opinion. Exegis did this really well. Exegis really surprised me. I didn't notice. You don't notice when you're doing like some survivals how decent a weapon is until you until you sit there and actually look at the numbers it's doing. But yeah, same thing goes. I have used this on a survival. And it did alright, you know, it wasn't awful, it's just, I think, like I said, other things do it better, you know, when I was sat there, I would much rather use a different weapon. So if I strip some of the armor down, as you can see, it will slash to kill them, you know, 200 slash damage proccing quite often, it's not awful. And you know, even when they don't have any armor, it still does some damage. I don't believe this is using a Riven, but I do have one. I just don't think I can fit it into a build. I have one on here, I have it on a different account. My other one. I might have given it to my other... I didn't mean to do that at all. Sure thing. I'm going to run out of bullets. Oh, nope. But, you know, this weapon is not bad by any means. I'm going to run out of ammo, though. That's an issue. We haven't had this problem yet. But there you go. Let's just finish these off. There we go. So, yeah. Not a bad gun. Very fun to use. I like how it reloads. I like the animations. You know, it sounds really cool. Let's put on the epoxies. Obviously, I'm not keeping them blue because I'm a gold and white frame. Could probably switch to Mirage while I'm here, just to save a little bit of time. Because we're obviously going to do the Mirage test afterwards. You know how this works by now if you watch these. Right, let's see here. I'm going to use the pox first, and then we're going to do the clones, and then we're going to go into the build. So, 1, 3. Super cool if I could actually hit them. 9 shots. Doesn't really seem to have made any difference, does it? Let's try that again. Is that making a difference, or is it just me? It doesn't really seem to be making much of a difference to me. Yeah, this is another one of those puncture weapons, so every time you hit them, and it's got blast on it, so when it doesn't proc blast and knock them on their ass, it makes them sort of, you know, walk back and flinch and stuff like that, so it's a bit awkward, but you know, it's holding its own. Again, I just think I'd much rather use anything else, to be honest. It might be better than the Heck. I haven't made that video yet, so it's better than the Astilla. I don't know what other kind of shotguns there are in the game. Well, there we go. Let's see if Mirage can make this overpowered, because like she does with most things. Mirage works wonders with everything. Come on in, Mirage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 1. 4 shots. 4 shots. Mirage is so good. I don't play her as much as I need to, really. I mean, yeah. I mean, proof is in the pudding, boys and girls. I don't think they're going to bleed out. Or he's definitely not. But you know, it does apply the stash procs as well. I was going to say then it does apply some slash procs, which, you know, they're no joke. They do some damage. You know, not huge amounts, but it adds up. You don't realise how much it adds up until you're there. Yes. And the poxes kill them alone. Yeah, it's really good with Mirage. One thing I've learned doing these videos is I need to play Mirage a lot more in survivals. Like, lots more. But the build is a one-former build, as you will see when I load it up. And I do have a Riven on here, I just don't have the space for it. Okay. Strun Wraith, one former. I can't remember if that was a dash or a V that it has on, but I don't know. But we've got primed, point blank, not maxed, so it'll be 2 former. I've just not gone around to maxing that yet. But you've seen it then, it's decent enough. And Blaze for 60% more. Hell's Chamber for multi-shot. Vigilante Armaments for multi-shot. And then the 460 mods? No, the 4 element mods. I wonder why that's there. Another reload speed maybe? Well, anyways, we've got Shell Shock for electric and status. Toxic Barrage for toxin and status. Frigid Blast for cold and status, and then Chilling Reload for cold and reload speed, and then Blaze for damage and heat. That's interesting. Maybe it doesn't need them then. What if I get rid of that? It doesn't need them. Interesting. So you only need 3 of the 60 mods to make this 100%. Very nice. Very nice. That's cool. No, that's cool. Accuracy of 6.7. It's a shotgun. It's going to hit them whenever you hit them. Crit chance of 18%. Crit multiplier of 2.2. Fall off of 15 to 30 meters. I'm going to guess that is 2.5. Fire rate. Magazine of 10. Reload of 3.6. Yeah, the reload speed is a killer on this weapon. If I take Chilling Reload off, I'll just do that. 5-second reload. So, you know, that's for the full 10 shots. So it takes 3.6 seconds to reload all 10 shots, but you can obviously reload 2 and shoot the 2. So yeah, the reload is quite bad on this, but you can sort of do half, so you could do 5 shots and then shoot again. Riven disposition of 5, which is really interesting. I didn't realise it was a 5, but yeah, the Rivens for this weapon are super good as of recording and uploading this, so unless they buff or nerf them, I wouldn't know, but yeah, the Rivens are pretty good for this. And with a 5 disposition, they're going to be incredible. So maybe once I put mine on, it'll be much better. Semi-auto trigger, impact 2,148, 495 puncture, 660 slash, 5.9 thousand blast, and 3.9 thousand corrosive. So that impact, I think, is what I don't know which one it is that makes them fall back, but obviously when you're doing these videos and you see them always, you know, wobbling back, or, you know, stunning, or again, if you call it stunned or whatever you call it, making it a pain in the ass for me to hit them. But yeah, even though it's not, you know, a completely slash based weapon, I wouldn't build it for slash. I'd build it for this. I think this works super well. Again, the problem most shotguns have is things like the core, things like the Tigris, maybe the Heck. I don't know, I've not done the Heck yet, so the Heck's a weapon I haven't really used very much. But the Exorcist, they all do it quicker. You know, if this is the only weapon you can get, then I'd say go for it. I'd say definitely get it built and just have it there, because, you know, one day you might be like, I'm going to use a Strun Wraith, why not? That's what I do with my weapons, you know, I get them built, and then, even if they're not very good, you know, I get them to the point where they're usable, like in an hour-long survival, and then, you know, I'm just like, that'll do, you know. That's pretty much endgame at this point, so, you know, one day I'm like, the Exorcist, let me use that, or, you know, like I said, the Strun Wraith, you know, grab that. It's a nice weapon to have, it looks cool. Like I said, I'm going to have to try and get it built with that Riven, so maybe I'll give that Riven to my other account where I've not got it built yet, and build it up with that Riven, and we'll compare the two, and we'll see, you know, how well each one does. That might be a good idea, you know, but we can look at this Riven whilst we're here. 91 toxic, 90 electric, and 171.4% damage, so I could probably ditch, well, I mean, I could ditch that and get even more electric. There's loads you could do there. I think if I was to stick that on in place of that, though, I'd probably need another 2, maybe 3 former. I'd have to former in a D. Maybe a former in another V for Blaze or something like that. Tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to stick that there, just so it's a little bit... Okay, I can't stick it there. Never mind, doesn't matter. I can... Nah, that'll do. But yeah, it's very good to have. 100% worth doing. How much the Strun Wraith goes for in the chat, I don't know. I think it's an invasion weapon, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it is. But I've got it on my other account, so it can't be worth stupid amounts. That account's completely free to play, so, well, apart from skins. But yeah, that's my Strun Wraith, guys. If you did enjoy, please hit the like button. You know, dislike if you didn't. I'd rather you didn't dislike it, but whatever. Let me know in the comments below what build you use. Maybe you use something different, or, you know, if there's something I can swap out. Sure thing. I never claim my builds as the bread and butter of the game. They just do the job that my job. They do my job. They do the thing I want them to do, which is hour-long survivals, and they, you know, it does good. Hit subscribe if you're new around here. We're trying to reach 20. No, we're not trying to reach 20,000. That ain't happening. We're trying to reach 1,000 by the end of 2020, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.